question to everyone. What has been the funniest moment of the tour so far?
The funniest moment or funniest?
Funniest.
When I broke a chair in Italy. By far the most memorable and funniest night for me. We were at a bar in, yes, and it was like right next to the Coliseum. It was so beautiful. And they were playing Nicki Minaj's Anaconda. And I was like, this is my song. I turned all the way up. Everyone was dancing with me. And then I was like, it was at the part where it goes, oh my God, look at her butt. And then boom, right through the chair. Just snapped it in half, and I was like, crap. So I tried to sit down on it to cover it up, and I hope nobody saw, but at that point, everybody knew, and they were like, oh my God, Miles broke the chair. And then the guy came by, and he was looking at it, he was like, we're gonna need you to sit down, and not do that again. But then another song came on, I was like, okay, I have to dance. I got up and started dancing at the bar, but it was a mess. It was so fun.
It's working on the bar. Yeah. That after the chair was broken.
Yeah. I moved away from the chair, so that way it wouldn't break anymore.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of the night. Because he was fidgeting because he was sitting down and his song was playing. He was like, oh my God, I need to dance. Yeah. And then he just goes well, fuck it. And then he just stands up and runs to the bar and starts dancing in front of the bartender. It was the best. But yeah, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, I can't even, I've been thinking this whole time,
There's nothing that compares to that.
Next question is from Benson to Keisha.
Okay. I mean, hi, where are you? Hi.
Name something you have learned about each other of the other guys during this trip.
Do you want me to answer this as Keisha?
Yes.
Yeah, just snatched. Hi. This is my hair. So basically, what was my favorite part? What was the question? Sorry. I was thinking about myself. What happened?
What did you learn about each of us?
Let's see. I learned, obviously, that I'm the prettiest. Miles is a close second, but wait, I say close, but I mean distant. But I still love you. You're still my best friend. It's fine. Oh my God, Jessica didn't even come, did she? Jessica's one of my best friends. She was, but her ticket got lost. I didn't rip it up or throw it away or anything. Yeah, but I just told you. Maybe if you listened, you would know. But yeah, and I just have a lot of fun. People think I'm a model, walking down the street and whatever. Yeah, definitely not. That didn't happen to you. Actually, that really did happen to Miles in Italy, though. Yeah, I hope that's good.
Next question is from Tyrone. Tyrone over there. Okay, sorry. If there was one thing you wanted your viewers to take away from watching your videos, what would it be?
Do not forget your passport at the hotel. Do not.
Yes.
So there's that.
Wow, okay, because that's really hard to follow because that's really funny. But I don't know, I guess for my channel it'd be that, I'm so from California. I didn't know how much of a Valley girl I was until I came to Europe, and you guys don't say every other word it's crazy. But one thing from my channel, if I had to put it simply, is to own your happiness. Don't be ashamed of what makes you happy, and realize that there's no one else on this planet that is in charge of making you happy except you.
Something I'd like everyone to take away from my channel is just to learn and to love and accept yourself for whatever flaws or qualities you may have that might differ from anyone else's, and to accept and embrace those, and to maybe even learn to what's the word I want to use? Flourish, and yes, hashtag flourish into the world, and to be able to do your own thing and be successful and show everyone that they can be who they are. And
playing in the background. Am I hearing things?
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, be weird and love it. And if people, think you're weird, just embrace it. I.e. me.
Food is good, guys. Yeah. Well, food is culture too, so if anything, eat everything.
I suppose for my channel, I just want to express that, be yourself and do your own thing and, don't listen to anyone else and what they've got to say if it's negative, because honestly, who cares? But I spent so much time in my youth, like when I was, from between age of like 12 and maybe 18, I spent so much time and energy trying to be someone else, and it wasn't until I started to really get out there and think to myself that I can be this amazing person and whatnot, that that's really where I wanted to be, and that's kind of why I started my YouTube. So that's what you guys should do too. So
yeah, probably no matter wait, hi.
Hey Garrett. Oh, look at those shoes.
Everyone stare at everyone who's late.
Front. Chairs.
There are also chairs here. Right there. Reserved seating.
Hard. Hi. No matter where you're from or what you do, like, do what you want. Just, probably.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Just do it.
And especially don't let people change you, because you can be proud of yourself. Just be yourself, and then people believe you, and they believe in you because you believe in yourself. So don't let people change you.
First task of this meetup is from Daisy.
Daisy.
There.
Hi.
Can you guys do an English accent?
I don't know.
What? Just thinking of Catherine Tate. It's really hard to think of things to say, you know what I mean? I can't really, football and all that in it.
I'm sorry, but my British accent is atrocious. Well, we actually tried to do the British accent. Mine is so bad. Like, we tried so hard. We tried so hard to do this, and it just wasn't working. We did it actually at VidCon. For days, like, they did not stop, and my friend did it, like...
Susie.
Yes, so much better than I can, so sorry if I personally offended any of you.
No, it was so convincing that I actually thought that Susie was from England. As for myself, I'm on TeamSpeak all day with a lot of people that actually have the accent, so...
Yes, but of course, because there's of course just the singular British accent. There's not more than one of them. But I don't know why I like this one in particular. Just because it's quite outrageous. It is, isn't it? I almost want to create a character named Chester Lord Thumpington or something.
Oh my god. You're all terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I'm terrible as well.
No way. Like,
who's recording? Wait, can you pause?
no. They have been tasked with doing a British accent.
Like,
Go.
Be yourself.
You always made no, I can't. Like, no, I can't. Like, it's a squirrel. That's like, squirrel. It's right. Like,
no.
Actually, I'm so thankful to be here, and you're all so inviting and friendly. So thank you.
How about you guys? Can you do British accents? How about you guys?
I'm not the best at an English accent, but I've been here for a couple of years, so I've You know, I know a little bit, but not enough to be convincing, you know what I mean? Yeah. But these two are actually... Oh, Media Margaret! Yes, one of our characters from our videos, Media Margaret, yes. She was like this, kind of like RJ's accent, but he was horrible and terrible. You're actually British, so this is easy.
Yes, I'm tremendously sorry, but could I possibly trouble you guys for a pot of tea, perhaps?
Maybe some scones.
Maybe some scones.
Scones, mate.
I'm bored in English, so yes.
Do an American.
Yeah.
Do an American.
Hi.
Like.
Just, I don't know. I can do it.
I'm from the Valley. That was good. Like, oh my God, did you guys just see that squirrel? Squirrel?
That's squirrel. The next one is from Jessica 4 Miles. Since I know you like yaoi, do you know about and or like DMMD, Dramatical Murder, the anime or the game?
Okay, so for anyone out there who doesn't know what that is, there's a category of anime, Japanese animation called yaoi, and that's boy on boy love, mainly. It's mostly gay, yes. And where have you been? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's different art styles. A lot of people make fun of them because they have big hands and they call them yaoi hands because they're like massive. But the question was about DMMD, which is it's an interactive video game. It's like one of those dating games where you like talk to people and you can like date them, and it's really intense. I can't talk about most of that stuff here. I have not played it. I tried, and you know, there's a lot of things like you have to go through. But I haven't played the game, but I've seen stuff, and I know that they've made an anime out of it, and it looks interesting. But it's so like I've heard so many things about it. Like it sounds like I would love to watch. So. I hope that answers your question. Who asked that question? Oh, hi. Yeah, I hope that I get to see it sometime. So, yeah, it looks really interesting. Yeah, I know. So there's not any of that stuff. So I'll play the game. Okay. That's lame. So I'm going to play the game. Yeah, I'm playing the game. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I will. I'll watch out for that. Okay. I will watch out for that. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Next question is from Madeline. Over there.
Hey, girl.
To Will and RJ. Will you film your wedding like Billy and Pat?
Yeah, we definitely have plans to do that. So, like, let's talk about the wedding for a second. We were trying really hard to get a particular venue in Tallahassee. We're going to do it in Tallahassee. But we were like, okay, we want this day. Called them, said it's booked. I said, okay, whatever, give or take a week. Well, those are booked too. I said, okay, anytime in the fall. They said it's booked from August to December. So
into January even.
Yeah. So we're going to do it in the spring, and we picked this venue because they have amazing internet. So
among other, it's also
it's also
perfect.
Beautiful. It's also beautiful.
It's
internet. I mean, come on, let's be real. So we're.
And their logo's like a Triforce, and
yeah,
it's
the logo is a Triforce. Like, okay, so
it's perfect in every way.
Yeah,
in
like,
every single way.
For those of you who don't know, RJ and I used to be cater waiters when we lived back in Florida, so we got to travel around Tallahassee and see all these venues. And we went to this one, and we're like, this is it. This is where we have to do it, because it's just beautiful. But the question is like whether we stream it or we actually hire a company to do a very nice produced wedding video.
Or both.
IKEA is streaming weddings nowadays.
IKEA is streaming weddings.
IKEA?
Yes.
What don't they do?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's the plan.
Yeah, and then I think we've talked about this a lot. As far as like the vlog for that day, we would probably just give it to our friends that are going to the wedding and say like just pass it around. And that's a lot.
That'd be a lot to edit.
Yeah. I mean,
or we want to like maybe do one of those like photo booths that upload to Instagram at the reception or something. I don't know. We've got a lot of planning to do, but that's the tentative. Like, yes, of course, if we didn't film the wedding, you guys would crucify us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can't not show it. So
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Next question is from I don't know whom. Do you believe in love after just the first date? Who asked that? Over there. Your name?
I hated
Yes.
RJ when I met him.
I believe in lust after the first date.
Oh, definitely. I don't know. I think that I mean, I think it would really depend on the chemistry between people, but I definitely think it's possible. I mean, there are people that are in love that have never even met, you know, because there's so many people that date now through the internet. But I don't know. I think that, yeah, I definitely think it's possible.
I mean, people smile at me on the subway or train, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like,
Husband.
I think this is the one. And then they get off, and I just realized that was all in my head. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. So yeah, no, yes, kinda. I don't know. I really can't distinguish between love and lust these days. I mean, it's been so long.
It sounds like Jake will take anyone that just looks at him.
Shut up. Oh no, you need some water. This bitch is thirsty. Get some water. I actually am a bit thirsty right now.
Sure. Like.
Yes. Good answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
I don't know.
I saw him on Instagram before we actually met. This one, sorry. Yeah, I know. 21st century. No, but I thought he was like, I was like, what? This is a real person. Oh my God, he's attractive. And I was like, and when we met, it was like, I'm getting all sentimental, guys. I'm sorry. No. No, I think you couldn't tell. You can't go, oh my God, this is love. But it was definitely like, you could tell it was something. Like, you know, when you go on some dates and it's like, that was cool. But then some dates, like, oh my God, I want to see them like now. Like, yeah.
It's called an erection.
Oh, thank you.
That's what it was.
Thank you so much.
Finally.
I'm completely with Jake on this. I fell in love like 6 times on the way here, so I completely feel that.
Struggle is real.
The thirst is
Guys,
real.
what's happening here?
I'll slip you my number later, Jake.
I'll slip you something else.
Hey!
Okay, and then the next one.
Saw that one coming.
You're getting jealous, Miles.
No, I'm good.
Next question is from James to Stephan and Lukas. What was your favorite part of visiting the States with Willa and RJ?
Where's the person? Oh, okay. From what we have seen, the favorite part was Yosemite. The nature was really breathtaking. And also, general thing is the people. That they were also friendly there and proud to show us around in their country. And yeah, we learned a lot about the West Coast and stuff. So they were very inviting and very friendly. This is probably the best thing, I guess.
What about Six Flags?
Oh. Yeah, I cannot say that it's the best thing because that would be strange. But it was amazing. I love roller coasters and yeah, so it was, can only recommend it.
Like it's, if you come to LA, it's you feel like the city is like, it's not a beautiful city. It's not yeah, it's dirty and but at the same time, it's like seeing people. Yeah, like the city itself is not good, but it's the people and the like. Yeah, everything together is perfect, I guess, for me at least. And yeah, like seeing this. Yeah.
Next question is from Kyle. If you could live anywhere you visited, where would it be and why?
On this trip? Okay. In the world?
Here.
Okay.
Here.
All politics aside, I would live in Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, true, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I would be 300 pounds eating pasta every day. I will not even care.
I did.
I would have to say the same thing, even though the places, at least Rome was a little bit rough, but like I know that outside, like when we were on the train, there was so much green, everything, and it was so beautiful, and the food was amazing, and the people there are so great, and I think that I would have a fine time living there. And where else did we go? Ireland was also
Ireland
amazing.
was
At least
great,
Dublin, that was fabulous. And I really would say Berlin too. I could live anywhere. Like,
Everywhere we went to, yeah,
just everywhere. Yes.
But for me, Italy was really hard. Leaving Italy I felt like I was having a breakup.
Yeah.
Like I was ending a romance or something, and it was really sad. But yeah.
No more Italian food every day.
Yeah, when the plane was landing to Dublin, you hear the last bit of Italian because of the, and I was like, oh my god, this is it, guys, and it's telling me have a nice flight, and I was like, this is it, it's so beautiful.
I don't know. I really, really liked Berlin. It's kind of like a real underground like style. Everyone's too cool for school. I really enjoyed it. I like the weather. The weather was real nice when we were there, which is good. Yeah, it's like a real like underground vibe. Do you guys agree? Like it was just like.
In Berlin,
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, as much as I liked Italy, it was very touristy, and I know that I'd get done with that so quickly, like real quick. I used to live in New York. I lived next to Times Square. Never again. So, yeah, I think that's it. How about you guys? Oh, you guys, yeah. I mean, they live there. I'm like, well, you guys, you like London, right?
London was like we are here, so, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would you move here?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I would love to move here at least for a year or stuff. But yeah, it's my favorite city. So although it's expensive, it's really expensive, and the changing course is awful at the moment. But yeah, I would love to live here. And for Italy, I've never been there. But generally, the Middle Sea, the Middle Sea countries, I regard them as a place where you go to have vacations. And if you live there, you get used to it. And then for me, would nothing very special anymore. So I would love to go there on vacation and having a time off and stuff, and yeah, but not live there for the rest of the life.
Yes. Yeah, as far as where I would want to live, I would probably live here in London if it wasn't so expensive. It's like ridiculous here. But other than that, I would probably say Barcelona, which is from the trip we had last summer. It was, I don't know, I really liked how laid back it was, and I really need like a laid back city in order for me to enjoy it. Yeah, so probably, and the people are beautiful. Yeah. Oh.
I really just would have to say London, just because, I mean, as much as a lot of the places that we visited were stunning and beautiful and had all these awesome things about them, I also want to work in media, and London's pretty much the place to be in Europe if you want to work in media. So, I mean, as much as, I would love to, think about eating Italian food every day, or looking at Spanish men every day, or rolling into that Berlin nightlife on a nightly basis, the push comes to shove, it's like, no, I love what I do, so. Yes, and you speak, yeah. That makes things way easier, and your underground is the best public transit system I've ever seen. It's great.
So clean.
Next question is from Ruth, there, over there. If you could say one thing to your younger self, what would it be?
I mean, I had a whole video about that. I got a little choked up in that video. So just, yeah, you deserve love and happiness, I guess, is definitely what I would say to my younger self. Try not to get choked up again.
Yeah. Me too. I would probably say it's not your fault.
I would say, this one's difficult. I'd probably have to say, don't change yourself for anyone else. Even if you do end up liking them, stop chasing straight boys and being stupid.
Did you do that?
I did for a while. And to love yourself no matter what. Yeah.
This is really difficult because like a million things just popped into my mind. But so if any of you were like bullied or are bullied right now, like I guess I would say to try your best to ignore those people. And I know it's really hard. Like I've had like rocks thrown at me before, and I just like let it. I don't know. I let my mind marinated on that for far too long, and so to be able to kind of pass the blame, like it's their fault that that's happening, not my fault or not your fault. I feel like I would have had an easier time when I was younger.
I fought back to all my bullies. So I stabbed one with a pen because he called me a fat.
I don't suggest that.
Don't do that.
Don't
But
do that.
Don't do that.
Stab all of your bullies with pens.
Yeah, stab all of them. I mean, no, don't do that. But for me, to myself, I would have said to accept myself earlier. I would have came out earlier, I guess, and to tell myself that you're worth it. That's really it.
It's really kind of cliche, but like it gets better. 100%, 500, 1000%, so much better. I'm not sure if you guys have seen photos of me when I was a teenager. I was so gross. But not just that, just in my mentality. I spoke about, actually, was that the last meetup? Was this one? I don't know. I spoke about how, I spent so much of my energy trying to conform. I grew up in a small town. I wanted people to like me. And now I want nothing else than just than to stand out and do my own thing. And that's what I encourage all of you guys to do. Honestly, it gets better and you get to do your own thing at some stage. It happens. You get your moment.
Probably like you don't need to satisfy everyone. Satisfy yourself, because you're not going to be happy if you want to make everyone else happy.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I would tell myself that don't be so anxious about the future, because it's going to destroy your present. And I mean, it's okay to think about several things that are in the future, but not about everything. So you have to look forward to the next day and not to the next year or a couple of years.
I would say to myself, it's going to be okay, because I had no confidence at school. I was a geeky kid as well, and people weren't very nice to me. But as soon as I left school, I changed myself, and I don't know, just got confidence. I went to the gym every day and just picked myself up. So yeah.
Now look at him.
Yeah, I would say don't let the bullies get on top of you, because they can throw insults at you. They can, they can break your nose, they can break your teeth, but they can't break your spirit, and you're going to come out better than them, essentially. You're going to go on to have a wonderful life. So just forget about them. It will come to an end and things will get better.
And where are they now?
Yeah. Where are they now? Peasants, that's where they are.
Yeah. I'd probably say, like, Trent, stop dating girls. You are so homosexual. It's crazy. Yeah, that would be pretty much it. I was so, as soon as I came to London though, everyone was so open. I was just like, yeah, I'm so gay. That's it. Yeah.
Next question is for Jake from Medi.
Oh.
Over there.
Hi.
Which song from Fruit is your favorite?
Girl, okay, I've been listening. And everyone on this trip's like made fun of me at the Berlin meetup. No, we had the Berlin meetup and we got asked what our favorite song was at the moment or whatever, and I'm like, have you heard the new Marina and the Diamonds album? It's so good. Okay, anyway. I would say it's actually a really sad album, right? It's really don't listen to it, it's not happy. That being said, probably my favorite song on it would be Happy. It's a really sad song, but it's about finding happiness within yourself, regardless. And then once you're happy with yourself, you can share it with someone else in your life and whatnot. And I suppose I just resonate with that because I am single as fuck. But I'm finding happiness and doing what I do on my own, if that makes sense. That's why it's a good song. Download it on iTunes, please, like I did. No, seriously, I did.
Next question is for Miles from Aaron and Charlotte. They both nearly asked the same question. So, what inspires you to be so unique, or how are you so flawless?
Yeah.
Well, no.
He's like, let me get out my receipts.
Well, there's a lot of factors in this. When I was growing up when I was growing up, I just saw a lot of things like Sailor Moon and, My mom is like a really huge fashionista. Even though she was in the military, she'd always have her like nails done as long as she could, and like walking around in heels for her club nights. I was like, "Ooh, Mom, you look so cute today." She's like, "Thank you." So I got a lot of inspiration from that. And then when I moved on into high school, there was a lot of people around me that were encouraging me to dress out, and they helped me, especially one of my best friends, Jamila. She's in like a couple of my videos, and she, like, her styles was like out of this world. So one day I got a chance to dress up. It was like the boys would dress up like girls and girls would dress up like boys. It was cross-dress day. And so she lent me her tutu and like her stockings and her vest, and like I got all these clothes, and I was like, I love this, I live for it. So all my friends started giving me like their hand-me-downs, and I would like cut them up and make them into something or something like that. And yeah, and I started taking selfies and stuff like that, and taking pictures of my outfits, and it just kind of grew. And when I found out what drag queens were, I was like, oh my God, this is a thing. I was living. I was like, who are these people? Why did I not learn about them until like just now? So I started following a lot of drag queens from like RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff like that, and started getting inspired from them and their style, and then Japanese style and Korean style, and I just kind of merge it all together. And yeah, that's what you are seeing today.
Now you have the mega evolution of my
Next one is for Will and RJ from Matthew.
Hi.
There.
Hello.
Are you considering making another Harry Potter style film?
Oh God, yeah.
So, sorry. So when it comes to Omen, we of course would love to do more. Like, we want to make it into a series. The question is just Warner Brothers, and can we get permission, and can we, get the, we want to be able to explore that universe and expand and enrich that universe without worrying about getting sued or stepping on anybody's toes or anything like that. So it's just a matter of, if any of you guys know people that work for Warner Brothers or something, like that's really just the main obstacle. So
yeah, I think Omen was awesome. We were so happy with it.
It really was.
Yeah, but I think that was one guy who did everything. It was Ren, he was like, obviously, like, he's so talented, but I felt bad because he invested some money into it and then like never saw a return, because he wanted it to go like viral quickly, and it has over 1 million views now. I think it's almost like knocking at 2 million, but he spent was like 7 months, I think, editing this video. That's like 10-minute video, so that was like his life. And I think that he was a little disheartened whenever he saw the lack of response. So if we do decide to pursue, there are all of the copyright things that we would have to dodge, but we would probably have to Indiegogo or Kickstarter or something. That would be like multiple episodes. And this has always been like an idea of ours on the back burner, but Ren is so busy right now because he's like Corridor Digital, all like doing amazing things for them. But yeah, there's always people that ask, and I would always love to, but yeah.
I mean, there's also the possibility of not quite Harry Potter stuff, but other things, other similar things. I can't really talk details, but yeah, there's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance that there might be similar things in the works.
Next question is from Luke 4 Miles. How do you have the confidence and security to go outside dressed the way you do, which is fabulous, by the way?
Thank you. Where's Luke? Oh, hi. How are you? Well, it comes from when I was younger, I used to let a lot of people like inadvertently get me down. So, for example, when I was in PE class, the kids would make fun of me and for the way I dressed or just for the way I was acting, and I wouldn't participate because I was so upset, and I was just like, fuck all y'all, I don't want to mess with y'all, I don't want to play with y'all. So I would just sit, and what happened was is I ended up failing because of that. And so the end of the year happened, I failed, and my mom was like, why did you fail PE? Like, what was the problem? And this is eventually how I came out, basically. And I was like, because I'm gay. Why are they making fun of you? Because I'm gay. And I was like, well, she was like, why did you do that? Why did you not participate? You could have just did it and ignored them and been done with it. And I just like, it was an epiphany. I was like, well, I'm dumb. Like, I was like, yeah, I was like, you right. So from that point on, I was just like, okay, well, whatever, screw them. I can just do whatever I want. So, and I know this is a bit morbid, but I was like, I don't want to live my life if I can't be happy. So I was like, I'd rather be dead than not be able to do what I want to do. So I do it. So yeah.
When faced with that choice, this
Yes.
is the choice you make.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
and we love it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I gathered, where I grab my strength, and also from all my friends and stuff who support me in what I do, and having a really good support system. Even my family, who comes up to me and tells me, you know, you don't have to change who you are, and we accept you. Even, like, it's completely unwarranted. Like, we'll be having dinner like at Thanksgiving or something, and my grandma will come up, honey, you know, it doesn't matter the way you dress or whatever, we still love you, honey. And I'm like, okay, grandma, thank you. Like, thank you, honey. And she's like,
how was the chicken?
Yeah, that was the chicken. The chicken was lovely. Did anyone try the chicken? But yeah, it's been really, really amazing, just the response from everyone. And I hope that everyone else can get the same from their friends or their family or whoever. So, yeah.
Last question is from Brad. Over there.
Hi.
Which place in Europe has been the most historically or culturally impressive and shocking?
I think we all know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rome.
Really?
Did
you not go to
Are you talking about
I would-
culturally?
Are you talking about culture? I'm talking about history.
History, Berlin.
Did we not go to a
Shocking.
concentration
Berlin.
camp? Did we not frolic around a concentration camp? Not
Yeah.
frolic, that was a bad word.
Whoa.
Did we not sad and walk
Well,
around
yeah.
and learn about that? I thought that was definitely the most shocking.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to share?
Culturally.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, here. You want it?
No, but like,
Go ahead.
I'm like, I mean, Rome, although that had like all the old culture and the Colosseum and everything, the concentration camp stuff was like, excuse my French, but fucked up. And like, it was great to learn about it. And I think we were all very, very moved by it. Like a lot more than like, because it wasn't touristy. It was very respectful, and like a lot of us didn't actually film that much in there because we were like, you know what, this is not appropriate, and we want to kind of immerse ourselves in it. And yeah, I think definitely, that was the only place, I mean, for myself at least, that really moved me. I mean, standing in the Colosseum at Rome was amazing, and it was great learning about all that, but being in the concentration camp, learning about, we had a tour guide and everything, like, that moved us, like, all of us. Like, there were times I was saying, I mean, we all cried at some stage, just reading panels and things, diary notes, clothing, everything. If you ever do go to Germany and you want to, and there's other places as well, right? Yeah. Anyway, go to one just to learn the history, because it really changes your perspective on a lot of things that did go down, you know, all those years ago.
I think it's also important to remember, that's why it's there, is to remember what happened and how people fell into that, how people fell into that mentality and how they thought it was okay at the time. Yeah, they were just like, okay, the concentration camp that we went to was located right next to a whole neighborhood. So there was houses right next to it, and people used to live there, and they knew what was happening, but they acted like they didn't. So it was really mind-boggling.
Actually, I'm just going to apologize. I'm really sorry, Ken. I didn't mean to, like...
I thought when he said historically, I don't know, I thought it was impressive. That's what he was like saying. I didn't think of the concentration camp to be impressive. I thought Rome was impressive. Anyhow, well, did you try the chicken? I thought the chicken was lovely.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
I think, I just definitely, I've been to Germany twice now, and I'm very, very impressed with how well they handle that part of their history. It's incredible, and I feel like the rest of the world can definitely learn a thing or two from the way that they just, the way that they handle that. And kind of on the other side of that coin, going to the Vatican And kind of, I mean, the church has also been responsible for some pretty messed up stuff, but of course they don't really acknowledge that. It's just focusing on the grandeur and St. Peter's Basilica is the most jaw-droppingly gorgeous church you will ever go to at all, and you're there with the tomb of St. Peter the Apostle and all that, and yet there's just this whole part of history that they're kind of glossing over. It really, juxtaposing that on one end of the trip and then the concentration camp on another. It's just it really makes you think. It really makes you think, and it makes you wish that everyone dealt with that bad parts of their history and had with that accountability that the Germans did, for sure.